not happening.
Amazing audience, we are live. We're at the AWeber building. Amazing conversations happening here today. Today I came all the way from Trinidad, aka Trini, right? I'm not just plug Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, right? Aka Trinbago. And the first story I hear, right, is that it's how a Trini in the building, right? So without further ado, folks, meet Clifton Thomas.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever we are. Good day to everyone.
Oh, wonderful. Clifton, let me shake your hand,
Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah.
Tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
All right, now,
Yeah, man.
I would just say me being outspoken and me embracing who I am in terms of being a Trinidadian.
Yeah.
One of the first things when Tom reached out to me, he was like, you're from Trinidad and Tobago, right? And there's someone coming in from Trinidad and Tobago. So my first reaction was, they're from Trinidad, whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, that was kind of like the identifier that, allowed Tom to, even reach out to me personally to make that connection happen.
So who you learn to be authentic from? Who you learn that from?
By encountering people who are not. I remember coming to the US and I had various experiences with people, trying to tell me how I should talk, how I should not talk, how I should behave. And I'm very against establishment. I'm always about, change and being me during that change.
Yeah.
So
you establish, or you establish as the thing.
Yeah.
And you keep constant.
Yeah.
But change still allowed to come around. How are you doing that?
Yeah, well, I look at it from the perspective of this scenario where people would be like, hey, you should adjust how you speak, so people would understand you. I have, there's even a instance where I went for an interview and a guy from India told me, hey, there are lessons for what you have.
Yeah.
I was like, lessons? Like, what kind of lessons? He's like, yeah, they make you speak with like water in your mouth and it helps you. What are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, because you have an accent, right? It would help people understand you. I was like, oh, okay, well, if you don't understand me, that's not on me.
Yeah.
If I'm speaking, properly, that's how I see it, unless you speak in a different language. But so just from those sort of conversations, it just led me to just feel even more empowered about being who I am. Even during college, when I ran for student government, I was the first.
This is which college?
Lincoln University in PA.
Wow.
Yeah, I was the first student to win 3 years in a row.
Wow.
And I had to do a platform, a speech. Spoke just like this, right? But I made it memorable. I connected with people based on what, they would like to hear in terms of betterment for them, right?
Yeah.
I remember one of my pitches was getting rid of, French fries.
French fries?
French fries.
Right.
Because we wanted healthier food.
Yeah.
We had to study and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was, for me, I just always represented who I was because that's the best way I could be me and concentrate on, being a better person all the time.
Why you continue to be that person, even though you end up being pushing a corner?
No, yeah, because, if you're not accustomed to something, and anything different, humans in general, they're going to be pushed back on that, right? And I see it as my duty to make that connection, to make people not feel afraid or even judgmental about even asking me about, where is your accent from? Because, sometimes there's that sort of, I don't really want to ask him where he's from because I don't want it to be,
offended.
Yeah. So it's also incumbent on me to reach out to people. And that's why I'm, really open and vibrant so that, I reach out to people, connect with people to start conversation so we could have these things.
It's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, air it out.
Yeah.
Because we're more similar than different.
I love that. We are more similar than different.
Yeah.
But tell me one other thing that you've done. I tried to give my Trini Dong dialect Dong, real good, right? Yeah, because this is my opportunity here. But tell me one other thing you do consistently over the last 3 years.
Consistently? Like anything? That's a really
You have more than one thing?
Yeah, I do so much. So from a hobby perspective, play football, soccer, not American football. I can't survive that, But I would say that from a hobby perspective, from a, just from a humanitarian perspective, I try to give back to any community I'm part of. I mean, even, just so happen to be wearing a T-shirt today.
The Haiti project.
Yeah. There's a project we do where we raise money and stuff to purchase supplies for kids in Haiti.
Yeah.
We also do I have a scholarship program in DC I run with a buddy who's a CEO of an NGO, and we get people into schools who wouldn't have those opportunities otherwise.
How does it make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good knowing that I come from a situation where I didn't have that knowledge, right? Like in Trinidad, I didn't even know what an Ivy League school was.
Yeah.
I remember somebody asking me, "Hey, which Ivy League school did you apply to?" I was like, "Oh, I can't remember any of them named Ivy." Or
Yeah.
And so for me now to give someone not only the opportunity to attend college, but to inform them of the power of education and choice. At least have the choice, because you don't have to go to college, but if you know options around you, you could probably go to trade school instead, because it's better suited to you. You could probably learn on your own or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of successful people, but giving young people options in their life to make betterment is always good.
What are you doing here at AWeber?
Other
than eating all the people's food, there's have lunch here, like a chef cooking. I mean, but other than eating all the food, right?
I think I'll probably need to eat after this. But beyond eating, I would probably say, I'm a product manager of the content creation team at AWeber. So if that doesn't make sense to people, because it doesn't make sense to my dad anyway, he thinks I'm faking my career. But I would say, so basically, when you say content creation, we are an email marketing company. In order to create an email to send, you need an editor.
Right.
Picture if you're creating a document, you need Microsoft Word or Google, Sheets or whatever to create that document. So one of the aspects that I work on is the editor portion of creating an email to have that content sent out.
Oh, sweet. Really fake any work.
I mean, my dad still think I'm like just somebody who does IT.
Yeah.
IT. Which is fine.
Let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful Caribbean blue water, like maracas, right? Like to be.
Pigeon Point,
yeah. What is your earliest childhood memory?
Earliest childhood memory? Well, I consider myself a child at heart, so that could be yesterday right now. I don't know, when you say that, the first thing that flashed in my mind is being a child, riding my first bicycle, a yellow bicycle.
Yeah.
Just riding it up and down the street. That's my first.
How old do you think you were?
Probably like 4 or 5.
Why I think that memory is so clear? I think that just popped out like that.
That was the first thing I remember asking for that I got. I remember, like, Dad, can I have a Nintendo? Dad, can I have, like, boy, you ain't gonna have that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a puzzle.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a book. So I remember I didn't even ask for the bike, and I got it. Whoa, this is.
You wanted the bike?
Yeah, I always wanted a bike. You get so fed up asking for it. So, all right, dude, whatever you give me, it's gonna do. But I vividly remember that.
If you had to connect that mindset, that mentality of that child to who you are today, is it the same?
Well, that's very profound, dude. So I would say I remember growing up and I would always want stuff, right? But that's a product of the environment as a kid, right? Because you see things and you want that. Oh, I went to school, I see these people with these cool Nikes, and if you don't have one, you're going to be made fun of. So you better want to get one. And me, I'm like the total opposite now, right? I don't want what everyone else has. I want to be different, so this kind of speaks to, me still. Accent. I embrace being different. I think
man connecting everything.
No, I want to embrace being different. I love being different. I think that's a really underrated quality. Being the same for me is not a thing. I just want to be different. So that's kind of like my way of trying to connect that down.
That's wonderful. I think he did a good job, didn't he? Yeah, well done. Alright, if we fast forward to when you were 12, now I didn't ask Megan this, right? You know, but Megan, when I just plug in a team for all AWeber listeners, right, was SWV, right, week, right? That is Sisters with Voices. It's a group, yeah, that is her own, right? Just, I'm plugging it, right?
Alright.
But do tell us, 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song at 12?
Yeah, man.
It had to be a Supercat song.
Right. Which one?
I remember buying the album,
Right.
the Supercat album, and
What
listening.
song pop up? No song pop up?
Them Don't Worry Way.
You see what this connect? So the song he said is Them Don't Worry We.
Yeah.
And well, the Trini version is Them Don't Worry We, right? But it means like we are not worried by anybody else, right? So Them Don't Worry We.
Yeah.
Them Don't Worry We. That's amazing, it connects. Wow. Alright, so we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, yes or no, right? Or a bit more, right? Yes, yeah, these is be customs. Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
I mean, I don't see my skill set as being, like, I don't have a one person, like, you know, like anyone I encounter, I want to leave some part of quote unquote me, whether it's knowledge, whether it's us going out and you just, you know, experiencing, you know, a good time with each other.
Yeah.
That's how I see me passing on myself.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yeah, too big though. Really big. Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yeah, because football on the weekend.
Soccer?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What about screen time? 8 hours a day or less than 8 hours
Screen
a day?
time?
Yeah, phone and or computer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I'm on the screen, I'll be fired. But no, yeah, definitely. From a screen perspective, yeah.
If you had to share with us your own unique career statement, a statement that represents Clifton Thomas, what would you say that is?
No matter how bad you think you have it, somebody's suffering more than you.
Oh, cool. That's a song too.
Yeah, that's a song too.
Yeah. Clifton, it was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, just like for me in particular, when I found out about, you know, you and what you do, I think it's great, right? Being able to step outside and, you know, just interact with people in general and like do that fearlessly is cool.
Yeah, man.
So I congratulate you on being able to do that, and you know, to be in this space, right?
Yeah, fascinating, huh?
Yeah. No, it's really good stuff.
The power of a conversation.
Yeah.
Pick up the Tom Tate,
Yeah, Tom Tate to the world.
Boom, Tom Tate to the world. TT.
Yup.
Hey, we are TT.
Oh God,
Trinidad and Tobago.
we reach.
Cut.